Next on All Access.
By Hopkins crossing near side. Pulls punch loose. Got it! Picked up by the Patriots. Down the right side. Running into the end zone. Touchdown! New England!
Oh, absolutely. If I have extra food or anything, hey, do you need a drink? Do you need some food? Guys, burgers?
Very strong runner. You can see his quickness here and his ability to break some tackles, run through some contact. He's stiff arm a defensive tackle here.
SEC type run, right?
Absolutely.
Alabama.
This thing is predicated on winning. You know what I'm saying? Coming out here and going 2-0, that's the real main objective of this whole thing. And if we can get that done, then that'll be a blessing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Patriots All Access presented by GEICO. I'm Steve Burton, coming to you from beautiful Tucson, Arizona, where the Patriots have hunkered down this week to gear up for the Las Vegas Raiders. This is the back half of their trip out west. In the front half, they took care of their Arizona Cardinals with a 27-13 victory on Monday night. Hey, let's kick off the show with the sights and sounds from their win over the Cardinals. Patriots.
God bless us and save us, amen.
We've been following Patriots since 2007.
I woke up not having to shovel my snow off my car, so I was good with it. Tonight we leave with a dog color.
Never say never, cause you never know what's ahead of you.
Snap back to Murray and his orange shoes off a fake. He's being chased by Godshaw, running to the right of the quarterback, zigzags, and then hits the deck in front of Matthew Judon, and he's hurt. Perhaps a non-contact injury on Kyler Murray.
Once we take all this away, which is good, they're check down. You gotta see how they're gonna treat the new quarterback.
Shotgun snap to Jones, delayed give. Harris runs in the middle. Big hole across the 5. Bounces forward, diving! Touchdown! Patriots!
Here we go, let them know once again. Yeah, you see me coming in.
Hey! What I say, man? What I say? Just do your thing, right?
Great timing on the play. Good stuff. All right. Hey, great block. Yeah, appreciate you. This next series now, we gotta expect him to do something out of the box.
He's a rope. Run the ball. Run the ball.
So I'm just saying, I'll be ready for something a little bit different here this series.
And a run to the left by Strong, escapes to the far sideline, 35-30, 25-20, a cut right, tackled inside the 15. Sweeps the right leg, the kick driven to the netting, it is good.
All right, baby, it's all right. We coming back, baby. We coming back.
Throws down, little caught by Hopkins, crossing near side, pulls punch loose. Got it! Picked up by the Patriots. Touchdown! New England! A scoop and score for Raekwon McMillan! prospect. He throws it long down the left side. It's underthrown and picked off. Marcus Jones has it. Coming back near side. Give to Pierre. He runs up the middle. Lowers the shoulders. Dives in. Now it's a touchdown, Patriots.
Nice job! Nice job! Yeah, man! That's what I'm talking about! Keep going!
Keep playing, fellas! Keep playing! Keep playing, fellas! We're gonna need some more drives!
Pocket closing down. Quarterback goes down. A sack by Quale. My boy! Snap back to McCoy. He's under pressure. And Bolt McCoy is going to be spun around by Uche again.
That's how you run!
The Patriots win at 27-13. They improved to 7-6.
All right, Pierre, what do you say, man? Good job. Yep. Good job.
Nice job.
Man, nice job. Nice job. I thought you guys did a really good job this week. I know it was a long week. We worked hard, and that was good. We had some young guys really step up today. Marcus, first interception. Pierre, first touchdown. Harris, first touchdown. Raekwon, some good open field running. Big week for us now. Big week for us here, so got to turn this around quick. Nice job, fellas. That's a good win. That's a good win.
I believe we're pure in heart because we love the game. We play for each other. If we keep doing that, it's going to spill over. It's got to be a fight like that every week for each other from deep within ourselves. But how do we feel? How do we feel about coming out of the AZ and getting that done?
Oh, yeah!
Good job, Slade.
A look at the AFC playoff picture shows that the win over the Cardinals has vaulted the Patriots back into the playoff position. New England would be the 7th and final playoff team, but both the Chargers and Jets are just a game behind.
Coming up on All Access.
Coach Belichick weighs in on three-way player Marcus Jones.
He's a smart kid that really has good football instinct and understanding, and he's done a great job.
And later, meet the man who has made it his goal to tailgate at every Patriots game.
I am in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I love the northern hospitality.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. By Ace Ticket, where New England fans go for tickets to all their favorite events. Visit aceticket.com. By Pepsi, Patriots watching better with Pepsi. And by Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off.
Welcome into the Social Media Minute. I'm Tamara Brown. Patriots linebacker Matthew Judon made social media his runway this week, rocking Rutgers shorts to his press conference that he may or may not have stolen from Devin McCourty or found by the trash, and then followed up by his Monday Night Football outfit that was really unique and also broke the internet. The New England Patriots started spreading some holiday cheer at Bass Pro Shops for their annual Gifts from the Gridiron event. They teamed up with the Patriots cheerleaders and New England Patriots Foundation to do some Christmas shopping with children.
First off, just a little opening statement. Just want to send prayers to Coach Leach and his family. He offered me a scholarship at Washington State and didn't ever meet him personally. I mean, I did, but it was on the phone. So just prayers to his family with everything going on.
Following the Patriots' win on Monday Night Football, it was reported that football coaching legend Mike Leach passed away from heart complications. Patriots players, including Mac Jones and Daniel Equale, took to their press conferences and social media to extend their condolences. You're all caught up for this week. Tune in next week for another edition of the Social Media Minute.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access presented by GEICO. After the Pats win over the Arizona Cardinals, they stayed in Tucson, Arizona this week to gear up for the Las Vegas Raiders. Dan Roach is with the team and wonders if this can be a positive team bonding experience.
After beating the Cardinals Monday night in Glendale, it was on to Tucson for the Patriots and a chance to be together this week.
As a football player, part of me kind of loves it. You're just together all the time, and there's really no outside distractions, right? It's just ball and hanging out and being with one another.
Staying on the road in between away games has been done several times by the Pats under Bill Belichick. It's different, but can be effective.
We know what we're here for. That's one thing. We all professionals. We know what we're here for, and we're doing that. But when we have downtime and off time after we study, before we go to our rooms at night, we hang out. We enjoy each other, and we get to talk.
And while yes, team bonding is always important, keeping their minds on emerging victorious Sunday is the priority.
I think it's up to us to just focus and make sure we make this week as normal as possible. I think it can be a huge boost for our team if we handle it the right way, and we just got to take care of our business.
Slater and fellow captain Devin McCourty have urged quarterback Mac Jones to use his voice to lead this team, something Mac did when he addressed the team after practice here Wednesday about what this week is truly all about.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think after practice is always a good time to relay a message, and it's my job as the quarterback to make sure that by the end of the week, no matter what happens, that it's situated and everything looks good and we're ready to go.
And Max said it today, trying to keep our routine as close to normal as possible, whether it's on the practice field, in the meeting room, recovering. We're not on vacation, and it's easy to kind of fall into that when you're away from, home. So, hopefully we do all those things and they translate to the game on Sunday.
And we're joined by Patriots linebacker Raekwon McMillan. And Raekwon, thanks for joining us here. We're at the University of Arizona out on the field. And speaking of collegiate fields, tell us a little bit about your whole Ohio State Eddie George jersey.
Oh,
and
yeah.
What went into that the other night and kind of led to you getting a touchdown?
I tried to channel my inner Eddie George, Heisman Trophy winner, one of the best to ever do it at Ohio State. I actually turned 27 this year, so he wore 27. So I bought this jersey because I turned 27. Not knowing that on Monday night, I'll actually be getting the touchdown and running it in like the old school Eddie George. So
yeah, you look at it, your scoop and score after that, and 23 yards. Bill Belichick said in the locker room afterwards, some good running in the open field.
Right.
And you said if you can't beat a lineman down the field, then you should be able to.
I don't need to be out there on the field, man, if I can't beat a lineman.
What was that feeling like for you to go into the end zone? First time since your freshman year at Ohio State. I went back and watched that interception.
Yeah, it felt amazing. I actually played running back in high school, so I got a little bit of, ones and twos out there. But it felt amazing going out there and helping my team win, man. That's all that really matters, going out there, putting points on the board, and get things rolling for us on defense.
Yeah, you certainly got you guys rolling in part of this business trip for you also. Now, you missed last season with the torn ACL, the second time it's happened to you in your NFL career. Do you feel like you're kind of getting better and better where you want to be as an NFL linebacker at this point in the season?
Oh, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to get more comfortable with my body. You know what I'm saying? It took me a little while. People say it takes 12 months to come back, but it's actually like 14, 15, 16 months for you to really feel like yourself. And I finally feel like I'm feeling like myself out there on the field again.
How much does that go hand in hand with confidence too on a weekly, daily basis in practice?
It's really more mental than physical. You know what I'm saying? I probably was back physically in 12 months, but it takes that mental confidence in myself out going out there on the field competing against the best in the world.
Now you got the Raiders coming up as part 2 of this trip for you.
Yeah.
You saw them in August in camp and in preseason. Does that give you a better feel for this team as you go into this game?
I mean, we're 2 totally different teams than what we were back in August. You know what I'm saying? We got a feel for each other, practicing against each other. They were a tough team to practice against day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? They got one of the best, if not the best running back in the league, and Josh. And some of the familiar faces from the Patriots also over there. So it'll be a fun time out there on the field.
Now, you motivated at all to play the silver and black a little bit? You spent 1 year with there. You got a little smile going there.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good playing your former team. You always want to go out there and show out. But it has nothing to do with them. It's all about us.
Yeah. Speaking of that, how important is it to come out of here 2-0 for you guys. And, you know, you got the team bonding, you got that going here, but how important is it to get out of there with a W as well?
Man, it's cool, you know what I'm saying, to spend time with your teammates and have fun, but this thing is predicated on winning. You know what I'm saying? Coming out here and going 2-0, that's the real main objective of this whole thing. And if we can get that done, then that'll be a blessing.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are getting better and better defensively, right? Yeah. And everybody's contributing.
Right. We got guys coming off the edge, you know, young guys contributing at every level, you know what I'm saying? Linebackers, D-lines, safeties, corner, everybody out there contributing to one common cause to get a win.
I'll go out and have some fun, and good luck to the Buckeyes down the road, right?
Oh, yeah, we got Georgia coming up. I'm from Georgia, but you know what I'm saying, I believe Scarlet and Gray, so you guys see what's going on.
That's awesome. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, there you go. That's Patriots linebacker Raekwon McMillan. Stay with us. Much more to come here on Patriots All Access.
There we go. Yeah, so this is the Boys and Girls Club inspired cleat. We went through the design. I wanted to keep it simple. Videz is the guy who did it. He's a really well-known artist and did a great job. So I asked the kids when I went to the Boys and Girls Club, obviously want you guys to share some ideas of what you would want on there. And you know, some kids were like, everybody's name. And I'm kind of like, oh, that's a little bit hard to have everybody's name, but is there like something that represents the Boys and Girls Club? And somebody said a heart or a sunflower, because like they feel, you know, at home and safe, and like it's so fun at the Boys and Girls Club. So I thought that was cool, coming directly from the kids. Pretty cool.
I would draw a heart to show how much I love being with staff and everything.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Hearts and sunflowers. So yeah, they'll see the heart and the sunflower and be like, that was our idea.
Woo! Nice job. Good job. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey Boys and Girls Club of Chelsea, it's Mac here. Just wanted to show you guys my cleat. Got the heart on there, and I got the sunflower on there. So, thank you guys.
Patriots linebacker Josh McDaniels was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance against the Arizona Cardinals.
Snap back to McCoy, he's under pressure, and Colt McCoy is going to be spun around by Uche again. The young linebacker.
Uche had 3 sacks in a game for the second time this season, and now has double digits in sacks for the season.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access, everyone. Joining me now is Patriots head coach Bill Belichick out here in Arizona. And first of all, how spectacular is this?
It's a nice setup.
It really is. Unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable. All right, I'll talk about the adversity you had to face early on against the Cardinals. You had a lot of guys going down, but you were able to step up and find a way to win. What does that speak to, the resiliency of your football team?
Well, it's certainly good to see. You hate to lose guys like Stevenson and Parker, two of our most productive players offensively, but guys stepped in there and made some plays for them. Jack went down in the first quarter, and Marcus played offense, defense, special teams. Big day, and had an interception there. So on Uche's kind of strip on the quarterback, but yeah, so those opportunities, like we talk all the time about being ready to go and taking advantage of your opportunities. You never know when they're going to come, and that's what you got to do. You got to be ready, and be ready to step up when your number's called.
A lot of talk about the young guys stepping up. Are rookies still rookies in December?
Well, that's a full season of college football. Week 13, plus preseason, plus the training camp and all that, but. It's a long year. It's a grind for those guys. They're not used to this length of the season. A lot of times they start to tail off this time of year. So, well, hopefully we can keep it going and see what happens here. But it's a big challenge for them.
What do you see when you turn on the Raiders tape?
Well, they've been in a lot of close games. A lot of games come down to the last play, the last quarter, last possession. So they've really been in every game, and they could easily have 9 or 10 wins at this point in the season. But They're a very explosive team, certainly offensively with their running game and their passing game with Adams and Carr, you know, and then whoever else they're getting back here. I'm not sure. They might get a couple more guys back this week, and then, you know, defensively, and you know, well coached obviously, and you know, we know that they're, you know, they have everything covered, and so. You know, we'll just have to do a good job here, which we didn't do against them in preseason. We didn't practice, but certainly not in the game. We couldn't do much, so we'll have to play better than that, coach better than that. We did.
Does the joint practices going back to August help?
Well, sure, yeah. There's certainly a familiarity, and our players competed against their players on the practice field, so it's a little different than the Cardinal players who you know, kind of had to get a feel for in that game. A lot of those guys we weren't that familiar with. Some of them, Watt, Hopkins, we played against, but not necessarily the guys that are on our team now played against them. So, yeah, again, we just played these guys in preseason, and there's definitely a level of familiarity that they have with us and we have with them. But from a short week standpoint, I'm glad that we kind of know this team.
Time now for our Ace Ticket Twitter question of the week. It comes from Brian S. Gardner, at Brian S. Gardner, I should say. And he wants to talk about two-way players. You've had a number of them over the years: Troy Brown, Mike Vrabel, Marcus Jones. 86 snaps against the Cardinals. Offense, defense, special teams. How unusual is that for a first-year player?
Yeah, it's pretty unusual. When Troy did that, and Edelman, even Vrabel, those guys are pretty well into their career. But you know, Marcus has done that, and you know, he's kind of each week kind of improved his background, understanding, experience in different roles. So start off kickoff returns and then punt returns, and then has gotten a little playing time on defense in the nickel position, and then has moved a little bit outside, and offensively, you know, we've used him in some packages, and he's handled it all very well. He's a smart kid that really has good football instinct and understanding, and you know, when things don't happen exactly the way that they were practiced, he makes good decisions and makes good adjustments. So, you know, he's done a great job.
And fun to watch.
Yeah, I'll say. Very explosive.
Good luck this week against the Raiders.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
You got it. Bill Belichick, I guess. We'll be back more Patriots All Access right after this.
Coming up on All Access.
Our Tales from the Tailgate series introduces you to school teacher Mike O'Toole.
I can't just show up to class and expect everything to be great. I have to come prepared. I have to know, what am I doing that day? Do I have my lesson materials?
And later, Coach Belichick previews the Raiders specialists on the Bellustrator.
So they have two very, very strong leg kickers, and those guys are a big factor in the field position game.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. By AdCare. Be recovery strong. Speak up. Reach out. Ask for help. Call AdCare at 800-ALCOHOL. And by Gillette Labs with exfoliating bars. Effortless shave in one efficient stroke.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access presented by GEICO. You can bet, no pun intended, that the Patriots will have a large contingent of fans on Sunday when they take on the Raiders out in Vegas. Among those fans, Mike O'Toole. He's the subject of our latest installment of Tales from the Tailgate presented by Socios.com. Mike's goal is simple: attend and tailgate every Patriots game, home and away, this season.
All right, so got a big game coming up, and we have 8 friends traveling in 2 cars to go to the game. I can't just show up to class and expect everything to be great. I have to come prepared. I have to know, what am I doing that day? Do I have my lesson materials? If it costs $80 to park, how much are these guys paying to park in the 6 cars? Preparation, and then also sometimes things don't go according to plan. The tent wouldn't work today, so you just improvise. Look, teaching's a lot of improvising sometimes. What drew me to teaching was I like to help people learn new things and help them understand the big picture, and I always wanted to do it.
Meet Mike O'Toole, 6th grade teacher and Patriots season ticket holder.
I was 16 when I first got season tickets to the Patriots. I put my $25 deposit on season tickets in January of 1998. July 2nd, 2002, I get a notice in the mail saying I got season tickets from the Patriots. And it was $729 for the first season. And that was for one seat. And I still have that seat now. I did not have my driver's license yet when I first had season tickets to the Patriots.
Going to every home game is a feat in itself, but Mike wants to do one better. He wants to go to every Patriots game. And whether it be home or away, a game day means it's time to tailgate.
Tailgating at night in December, in the cold, it's all about how you prepare. You want to have the right clothes, the right layers, hats, gloves, hand warmers, and the outdoor heaters.
No such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing.
Where did I put the tailgating and in my classroom? I'll put something down and I'm like, where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, absolutely. If I have extra food or anything, hey, do you need a drink? Do you need some food? Guys, burgers? I'm gonna give Mike a cheeseburger. He's like the nicest guy. Here you go. Thank you. You're welcome, anytime. I've had people offer me food and I've tried a lot of new foods just tailgating. So it's basically like one big giant potluck. All right, here, it's not steak and lobster. I tried my best. Burger? Yes, I would love that. All right, after this car. Here's a burger. Alrighty. Nice and warm.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, everyone.
When I'm at the game, it's a great feeling to be at the game. Vegas, I'm going 2 weeks.
I am too. I'll be there.
I like how there's 4 8 o'clock games in a row in 4 different time zones. I only missed the first game of the year. So it's my 11th game of the season attending. My goal each year is to attend every single Patriots game, home and away. At an away game, you can walk randomly, see a Pats fan, give them a high five, and just keep walking and not even say anything. There you go. Go Pats. Go Pats. No, I go to every game. It's fun to go see every stadium. So tonight, this is my 16th NFL stadium. So I'm trying to hit all 30 and then hit a Rams game and hit a Giants game, so I'll see a home game for all 32 teams. That's the ultimate goal. I did bring my Cape Cod chips.
God love you.
Because you gotta have the Cape Cod chip. I missed the first game because I had reserve weekend. So is there a little asterisk on it? Yeah, but 16 out of 17 games, I couldn't really do a fraction on the jersey. So there's a vocab word, per. So we go through this. How many cards we needed for 24 friends to travel a game? Let's answer that. We need a label. So it's going to be what? During the week, Monday through Friday, do my teaching lessons, get everything I need to get done for my students. Then on Sunday, it's just nothing else matters. That's why I go to so many away games, because you get the feeling 8 to 9 times at home a year. And then I figured out the only thing stopping me is a plane ride. I am in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I love the northern hospitality. Nothing else matters at that moment when you go to the game. You're at the game, you're not focused on anything else. It's a great escape.
If you have a tailgate story we should feature, go to patriots.com/tailgate and submit your story.
Burkhead. Nice. Twisted into the end zone with a diving touchdown for the second time today. Leaves his feet.
What's new about the Raiders? Pretty much everything. This will be New England's first regular season visit to their new home, Las Vegas. The Raiders, of course, are led by former Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels.
I wouldn't be here or even in the National Football League if it wasn't for Bill. Robert, Jonathan gave me a great opportunity a long time ago. He's been invaluable to me in a lot of ways. Hard to measure. All of them. It's a unique opportunity, and I would say that look, I look forward to all these opportunities. They don't come around often, and I know he's going to get his football team ready to play. And on Sunday at 1:05, 1:25, whatever time the ball kicks, I don't think he's going to care a whole lot about how much he mentored me or what he did, and vice versa. You know what I mean? And that's not a bad thing. That's just, I don't think he would expect anything less from me than to just compete and do everything we can to help our team win. And I know that's what he's going to do. So I look forward to the competition. I know they do it the right way. Eager to have our team go through our week of preparation here and get ready for a hell of a football game on Sunday.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time now for the Bellustrator. We're going to take a look at the Vegas Raiders. The coach starts with special teams. They got one hell of a kicker here.
This Carlson and Cole, their punter. Cole's the holder here. Carlson's the kicker. This guy's got a big leg, and he can make them from 65. And he can really crush it. So here's the ball on the 55-yard line. Of course, it shortens the field for the Raiders. They get some extra bonus points from time to time when they're in field goal range, and most other teams in the league aren't. So Carlson just drills this and through from 55, just almost like an extra point.
That's huge for Josh. Like say end of a half or end of game, tight game. Maybe we don't have to get 30 yards. We only got to get 20 or 15.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And then, the punter, A.J. Cole, who's also the holder, he's another huge leg and is very capable of flipping field position, as he does right here. So the ball's backed up on the 15-yard line. This is Mac Hollins, who the Raiders signed from Miami, covering kicks. So we've seen plenty of him before. So they're there on the 15-yard line. And there's the tackle, inside the 20 by Hollins. So just the ability to flip the field, kickoffs, touchbacks, long field goals. They have two very, very strong leg kickers, and those guys are a big factor in the field position game.
Plus playing in a dome, no win. You can kick both ways. You don't have to worry about that.
They crush it. Well, we saw that in preseason.
All right,
they can crush it.
They got a pretty good back. I'm going to call him Brandon Jacobs, Josh Jacobs. This guy's a pretty good finisher, strong back right here.
Very good. He's having a great year, and very strong runner. Stocky, kind of compact guy that has very good lower body strength. You can see his quickness here and his ability to, break some tackles, run through some contact. He's stiff-armed a defensive tackle here. So that's gives you an idea of his playing strength, and he gets into the open field, and there he goes.
SEC type run, right?
Absolutely.
Alabama.
And then in overtime here against Seattle 34-34, Seattle's got him backed up on the 15-yard line, and Jacobs does a nice job here. You can really see not only does he have power and good running skills and vision, but he hits the seam here, breaks the tackle from free safety, and goes 85 yards to end the game. So
got that speed, huh? Wow.
It's a good. A good passing game, good running game, but Jacobs having a heck of a year for him.
All right, good luck against the Raiders, Coach. Go get them.
All right, thanks, so.
All right, there you go. There's your Bellustrator. More Patriots All Access will return right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots. Proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. By Pepsi. Patriots watching? Better with Pepsi. And by Dan O'Brien Auto. Come in to any Dan O'Brien Auto Group store today and get your awesome protection plan. Keeping it awesome.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access, everyone. Out here in beautiful, picturesque Tucson, Arizona with Mike Reese and Dan Roach. Take a moment, turn around, and look at this.
That's it, Steve. Dan, I've always wanted to have an office with a painting in the background of the mountains. And wait, Dan, you're telling me that's not a painting?
That's not a painting.
That's the real thing?
I know. I feel like I want to be
man.
at a dude ranch again with you, Steve, like we were years ago at the Super Bowl.
All right, Patriots coming off a big win over the Cardinals. How big was it?
Yeah, this was a huge one. I actually want to start saying, miss my guy, Paul Perillo. Love having Danny here, though.
Just filling in.
And I would say, you know, the game itself, I think the defense, the formula was what stood out to me, guys. Like, if, you know, the offense was struggling. At halftime, I'm saying to myself, still making the same mistakes. Like, this is going to be tough road to hoe. And then the defense makes the big play. And to me, that's what they need to be, Dan, if they're going to go where they want to go.
Yeah, they kind of showed what kind of team they are. At this point in the season, Steve, they're a defense-first team. They had some complimentary football. They get 3 to close out the half. They get the ball back. They get 3 more, and then they're on their way. Things got better in the second half. They ran the ball effectively when they needed to run the ball. So some good signs, and I thought David Andrews said it best after the game, resiliency on the part of that Patriots offense when they had things going poorly in the first half.
Let's talk about these young guys stepping up. You know, we talk about the offense, and it did get going. Despite the fact that a lot of guys went down, Mike. A lot of guys went down, and the young guys came through.
I mean, pick a young guy, right? And I'll go with the running backs. It's unbelievable when you think about this. Kevin Harris had played 13 offensive snaps leading into this game. Pierre Strong Jr. had played 10 all season. They both easily surpassed that in this game, and I thought they really answered the challenge.
Yeah, and they answered the questions afterwards, I thought, really well in the locker room, where they talked about the fact that, yes, we've been practicing. We've been with the team. So it's one of those situations. You get into that role. You're ready to go. You get called, and you go. And they were giddy together after both scoring their first touchdowns. They said it was pretty cool the way it played out.
All right, now they have the Raiders next. Teacher versus pupil.
Yeah.
They've been there before. Both guys have faced each other before.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Wow. Well, so Dan, I mean, we can get into how this has worked out in the past. I mean, sometimes the pupil has actually had the teacher's number because he knows what's going on in there. My thought is, I think this does mean a lot to Bill Belichick and to Matt Patricia to show Josh McDaniels, hey, we appreciate everything you did here, but we're okay here. And I think it also means a lot to Josh McDaniels to show, hey, I served you, I love what I did for you, but I'm a head coach out here now, and let me show you what you're missing.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting for me to see where the Patriots are as far as catching this Raiders team, because remember back when they came out here to Vegas to train with them, they got outplayed by that offense in particular. Davante Adams tore them apart along with Derek Carr. So I'm curious to see how the defense responds against this Raiders team in a game that they have to have. Again, Steve, they have to complete it. 2-0 in this trip, things are good going home.
Big picture-wise, as crazy as this season has been, Patriots are 7-6, Jets are 7-6. Patriots still control their own destiny.
Yeah, they have a chance, right? That's all you can ask for with 4 games to go. I don't think it's the greatest chance. Like, I think their schedule's really tough, guys. But I will say this, like the way they fight, the way they scrap, they might not have it going the way they want offensively. They might look vulnerable at times defensively and in the kicking game. They're still going to give you everything they have. And to me, you take your shot with it and see where it goes.
Mike and I think 3 wins will get you in, maybe 2-2, Steve. And I also look at how things could be crazy these final 4 weeks in the NFL season. For instance, this weekend, Buffalo at Miami. If Buffalo beats Miami, if the Red Hot Lions beat the Jets, you've got the Patriots, Dolphins, and the Jets all at 8-6 with 3 games left to play.
Unbelievable. That being said, prediction time.
Give me the Pats. I'm going to roll with them 23-20 in a close game, and I'm going to use the word energy because I thought there was great energy with the team, even though it wasn't their best performance against the Cardinals. I think they roll that into this game as well.
I agree. I think the Patriots win a tight one. Again, the offense has to step up, Steve. There's no question about that because I think Davante Adams and Derek Carr and Josh Jacobs can put some points on the board against this Patriots defense. So I think the Patriots got to score about 24 to 28 points in order to win it.
All right, one more time. Just take a look.
Oh.
Right?
That.
How sweet is that? Thank you very much, guys.
As sweet as you, Steve.
Thank you. That'll do it for this week's edition of Patriots All Access from Mike Reese and Danny Roach. I'm Steve Burton saying so long from beautiful Tucson, Arizona. Have a good night, everybody.